Woo! It's time for another episode of the Southside of the Wall. It's your boy, Jae Targaryen, aka Justin Lee. But fuck it, I'm just Jae Targaryen right now. Gotta give a special thanks to Lord Ray Martell putting this shit together, getting your boys on YouTube for the first time. Let's fucking go, Lord Ray. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem, no problem. This is a pleasure, an honor.
I do regret for another fucking week. The Italian Bull is back with us now. Your Grace, the king in other realms, but he's Lord Mac today. Mac, how you feeling, G?
I'm feeling good, man.
It's fucking o'clock in the morning on my off day. Thank you, Ray.
I love
Appreciate
you,
the
man.
hard work, gentlemen.
I appreciate the work too. I appreciate
Yeah, I love it,
Yeah,
man.
this is fucking awesome. The man I'm trying to vote off the island is still giving me fucking quality work. That's the beauty of this show, bro. It's fucking excellent. Hold on, that's my fucking job to ask people what they're gonna have. You stay in your fucking lane.
What's going on in Game of Thrones in the series?
We got a show for y'all today.
Welcome, welcome. This is South Side of the Wall, people. Glad y'all here. As you can see, we are missing one of the Lords of the Realm, Jae Targaryen, because his ass had a prior engagement, and
I think he's been being beheaded.
We're gonna talk about Lord Jae Targaryen a little bit later, but we do have His Grace King Mac, and we do have Lord Italian Bull here along with me, Lord Ray Martell. And it's gonna be an episode where we won't have Justin, but we finna make this thing pop. You feel me? And before we get started, I just want to say, and if you guys want to chime in, let me know. But really, what I want to say is thank you to everybody that has subscribed so far to the Juke Joint, to all the shows on the Juke Joint, especially South Side of the Wall. You guys have been leaving comments and watching live and commenting live and coming back and watching the episodes. It's really, really been really good responses, and we really, really thank you. If this is your first time seeing us, and you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe to the show. We're here every Wednesday at 6:00, dropping new episodes about our favorite show, Game of Thrones, and we will be tying in House of the Dragon, or as we call it in the hood, House of Dragons. You feel me? So, but I just want to say thank you to everybody that has been watching the shows and keeping up with us. And we're humbled by the response we've been getting from people who have been tuning in to watch the show, guys. So, Mac, you got anything to say to that?
We appreciate the support. Keep it simple,
Bull?
Man, I appreciate all the following as well. Man, we just want to bring it for you every week, maybe a couple of times a week. We'll see. It's that good shit.
It's that good shit. It's that. Was that you popping into your Italian accent just now?
That's not to me. It's a Mario.
It's the good shit.
It's not to me.
It's me, huh?
Yeah, he went straight fucking New York Italian, fucking Brooklyn shit right there. Like, that was real
Chicago
wild.
Italian, actually.
I know. I was just fucking with you.
Let's be real about that.
I got you. Yeah, real, like the real outfit type.
I've never stepped foot in the borough. Got to be careful.
Right.
End up like John Gotti.
Hey, so if y'all don't know, this is a Juke Joint and BGR collaboration. We do this because we're friends, we're family, we support one another, we work together, we push each other's products. So just make sure that you follow BGR on Twitter and Facebook and wherever else the podcast is. The podcast is on every platform, along with the Juke Joint is on every platform. And just support each brand. We just try to keep it going every time. We try to keep the love going between the families, and it's all one big happy family for real. But the more we do, the more faces you'll see, the more of our friends we'll bring together, and the more content that we're going to keep putting out, because this is love that we do. We do it for the love. It's not for the views. It's not for the people. I want people to love us and blah, 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 blah. We do it because we love to do it. And we love to talk about Game of Thrones, which is what we're going to do right now on the South Side of the fucking wall.
Jump into it.
Southside!
Let's get into it. So, guys, last week, we went into before I go any further, we will probably be hearing from Lord Jae Targaryen at any point in time in the show. He's going to pop up in the comments, and we're going to have to placate him while he's off doing whatever he's doing, and make sure that he has his voice heard on the show. So,
I'm actually shocked though.
Huh?
I'm actually shocked.
You actually, yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Never heard of take no days off, man. TNDO.
Well, my thing is how, remember when Bull was sick like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
He gave bullshit.
He did.
He gave bullshit. But I'm not gonna speak on it because I know Bull gonna give him hell. When he
No. We're all human beings, okay? This is America. You guys are used to working fucking 90 hours a week and asking for more. I'm done with that shit. All right. If you're sick, you need to take a day off. That's fine. Maybe it's a mental day off. But I think this Justin dude likes role play. So I think he's gonna come in and catfish us. So we'll see.
He likes role play.
Keep an eye open.
You can't be taking days off, man. I don't take no days off. I'm going through a crisis, and I'm still here.
Yeah. So we gonna keep it pushing, man. We're
okay,
broadcasting. We're broadcasting live on YouTube. We're broadcasting live on my personal Twitter, on the BGR page, and on the Juke Joint page. So hope however many people watching, just thank you for watching and being here with us while we go over season 2, episode 2. What was the name of that damn episode, y'all? Y'all remember the name of that episode?
The Nightlands, sir.
Oh, the Nightlands, yeah, in Nigth, which is Bull. You think that was kind of like a foreboding of what's to come?
I think because you have to worry about what's north and what the night brings, and we're foreboding all this. The Night King. We're seeing White Walkers to open the season. We're seeing certain things that are put out in different directions with body parts. Trying to spell shit out. I don't think we see enough out of that in the show, and this is foreboding it exactly. And this is the stuff I love to see because this is stuff you will see in future seasons and in the books. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. It gets me a little hard, to be honest with you.
Okay. Well,
I don't understand.
Me and Bull. Hey, I'm sorry. Me and my boy Mac, man. We just don't never understand those references. Like it's like.
I
mean, it's an arousing kind of thing.
It's okay. One thing I won't do, and my wife gets on me because sometimes I'll say some shit. She'd be like, you know what, babe? We don't kink shame in this house. So I don't kink shame. I've worked on myself. If you have a kink, hey, you have a kink. I can't really.
Yes, I mean everybody's lives should be free.
Everybody should be free to be who they want to be and say what they want to say and do whatever. So, but anyway, we started this.
I don't
get it either, Mac. I don't. I think you and I are.
Wait. What don't you get?
We don't get why the fuck everything has to come back to your dick and balls when you say anything about.
No, I didn't say dick or balls in one sentence or statement.
You got aroused.
I said aroused. You can be stimulated mentally. I mean, think outside of the box, ladies and gentlemen. I'm living up here. These motherfuckers are living down here. Come on.
Thinking about the
box.
Go. Anyway, we start this show off in the fucking Riverlands. We're in the Riverlands, and we see our girl who's on the run.
Yeah.
Our girl Arya is on the run.
Arya Stark.
Yeah.
Very smart too. She's very smart.
She
very
is
smart and trained very well.
And Arya is with the Stark confidant warrior.
Yoren.
Huh?
She's with Yoren from
she's with Yoren. Yoren came down to oh, that's right. But yeah, he's a nice watchman. He came down to get recruits, right?
Yep.
And during that time, he got a hold of Arya and this guy right here.
Gendry.
Some would call him a bastard.
Yep, some would call him a bastard.
Some would say the future ruling king.
He has a stake in it. He pure blood. Well, not pure, but I guess it would be. See, he's a bastard, but he's still.
Remember, Headless
he got
Netless
Robert
was
blood.
looking up that book, so all dark hair.
Yeah, he got Robert blood.
Yeah, but thing about it is, let's talk about like how we got here though, because at the end of the last season, we talked about what the fuck happened. Y'all remember what it was? Mac, you remember what it was at the end of the season 2, episode 1?
No, I don't actually.
When they was killing all of Robert's.
Oh, they was killing all the bastards. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
that's what happens in Succession.
And he had to get up. He had to get up out of there. So
he had to get up out of that.
Yeah, he was gonna become a night's watchman. That was his way of getting out of there.
Yeah.
And then Gendry had took Arya from actually season 1 when her father's head was getting chopped off. He had snatched her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And cut off all her hair and all that. Made her look like a
little boy.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great passageway in the medieval times. But who was hunting them? Do you guys remember? It wasn't the Lannister army.
No, it was the King's Guard or whatever you want to
call it. Gold Cloaks.
Gold Cloaks, yeah. The King's Guard was chasing them. And they pulled up on my man on a horse. And what was cold was he was like, yo, we're here looking for whoever the fuck, right? Oh, well, right before that, we did see this. We did see Arya having an interaction with one of my favorite characters.
John Cena?
John Cena, your ass is fucking silly.
Yeah.
It looks like I can't see anybody.
Yeah. My man.
The resolution sucks in that picture.
Jack and Jagar.
I can't see anybody.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix it for you, bull.
No, I can see. I don't know why you
I don't know. Maybe
right?
I'm being facetious.
Oh, well, she's talking to, and he says this man
Jacqueline Hagar.
Yeah, but he said he has no name. But he just wanted some water. He wanted just something,
Gotta hydrate.
Yeah, and he was I think he was either water or food, one of the two, right? But he's back there, but he was in this cage with 2 other dudes who kept saying, "Whatever, boy, give me that, and I'll fuck you in the ass."
Reminds me from Django.
Nasty
similar situation.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Motherfuckers is wild. Yeah, so that was happening in the Riverland, but then the dude rolled up, one of the Gold Cloaks rolled up and said that he was looking for Gendry. And Gendry was with Arya, and they was I guess
she was questioning him. She wanted to know why he was wanted. That's what Arya wanted to know about Gendry. She like, what they looking for you for? You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's to you, G?
Yeah,
Chicago style.
They were both hidden so well. That's why they didn't know about each other. The only way they would know about each other is if they talked.
But the crazy part is he didn't know.
Right.
Well, that's the North. That's how deep the North gets. That's why my house is fucking Stark.
No, I'm just saying Gendry at that time didn't know why he was wanted.
That's why I'm saying the protection was played out that well.
I don't even think he knew he was Robert Bastard at that point.
If nobody knows that information, that's a good thing.
I don't know if he didn't know. I don't know.
Really?
I don't think he knew.
I don't think he did either. The only way they can know about it is if they talk together.
Because he was wondering, because he said this. He was like, how come everybody who questioned me ends up dead?
Oh, right. He did say that. Yeah, he didn't understand it.
Yeah, he didn't understand.
Because he thought he was just a not Iron Mason. What do you call it? Armorer?
Yeah, he thought he was a blacksmith.
Blacksmith. That's the word I was looking for. God damn. Yeah, he thought he was a blacksmith. That's what he was.
If you remember, and I ain't jumping ahead, but if you remember something that's very, very important to his father, he didn't make later until he found out he was his father.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. We're gonna get into that later. Yeah. Well, later actually. Damn.
Later.
Later. But anyway, we finish up at the Riverlands after What's my man name again? Mac.
Oh, are you talking about Jacqueline or Gendry?
No. The dude from the Night's Watch.
Oh, you talking about I ain't I just
Yaren.
Yaren,
Yaren.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
either way, it was so
Yoren or whatever.
Yoren. He
Yeah.
was so cold though. Remember
Yeah,
how
he's a bad boy too.
remember how Buddy was like, yo, Buddy was like, hey, you know, we looking for whoever, whatever. And he tried to pull his sword, and then my man put his dagger on his leg, was like, look, either I can slit your leg right here and you bleed out or whatever, or I could stab you and you know, whatever. I was like, damn, that shit cold. I just watched it the other day. I was like, damn.
Dude ducked his tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ducked his taco.
He's like, we'll be back with more men. Nah.
Yeah.
Like, the motherfucker was mad as shit, G. Like he got his punt card. He had his punt card pulled, G.
Yeah, he did. But here's the thing: is like that's one thing I like about the North. Is
Hey, look who's here.
Look at him.
Hey.
Tell him he ain't got no sick days.
Yeah, Lord Jae Targaryen is in the comments, people.
He ain't got no sick days. This is second Wednesday now. You got to get it together. You got to get it together.
You got to get it.
Did you say? Oh, never
Take
mind. I
those
heard
days
something
off. But what make the North so cold though is, man, they got some fighters though. When you think about it,
they do. And
the North is cold because of the weather.
Well, you gotta understand what cold means.
We're talking of using goddamn slang.
It's a joke.
Okay. Hey, but we're also going to talk about how what you're talking about right there gets brought up in a little while also. During another scene in this episode. In this episode, they talk about it.
Do they really have the coldest fighters though? I mean, you have the mountain down low, Bronn, you know, coming out of King's Landing as well.
You know what? We're going to talk about that.
Coldest fighter.
When we break down the fucking draft.
You gonna say the Mount is the coldest fighter,
bro? Not for nothing. When we break down the draft that we're going to break down.
You know, before we say draft, we should announce what is going on with said draft.
I'm about to, bull. I'm about to. What I'm saying,
we're not the Bears.
No, we're not talking about the Bears. We're not talking about the NFL draft, but we're going to use the
really because Baratheons could be drafted as well, and they are so called the Bears.
Did you give this man a chance to say what he had to say?
Yeah,
my bad.
Yeah, we're next week. We're gonna do something special for the viewers, and in the spirit of the NFL and the fact that we're all Bears fans, and the Bears
they're Bulls fans too.
We are Bulls fans, but the fact that the Bears have the number 1 pick, we thought it'd be a good idea to run a draft next week, an actual draft where we would pick certain things in order to make our basically we're gonna fucking have a good old game of Risk or what's the other nerdy one where motherfuckers have cards and shit like magic cards. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know the name of it, but I do know
Dungeons
about
and Dragons.
You know what I mean? We're gonna do some shit like that where we're gonna.
No, I would say Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons. That's what I'm thinking.
Because we're gonna pick strongholds. We're gonna pick warriors.
Strongholds, warriors, swords,
animals,
so on and so forth, and see who's.
They be dressed.
Maybe a religion. You could pick a religion.
You know what? Let me continue on with the show. We're gonna continue. I hope that Justin is having a good time without us. I really hope that he does. If he's still watching, I'm pretty sure he would appreciate this young lady. Or this.
She just won a Golden Globe last night.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna. That's exactly what I was gonna say. She won a Golden Globe last night. So shout out to Darcy, Miss Darcy, and
Emma Darcy.
You know, shout out to her. Win the Golden Globe last night for the House of the
Don't forget about what's the younger girl, Minnie Milcox or something like that.
Yeah.
Ellie Milcox, something like that. Yes, I gotta look that up. But,
so so we left the Riverlands and we end up
in King's Landing.
No, I don't think did we end up at King's Landing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do.
So we end up in King's
'Cause,
Landing
they go to
with
the scene where Varys he discovers that Shay is living.
we're talking about this young lady right here.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Shay.
yeah.
She had goddamn Tyrion's nose wide the fuck open, G.
Man, you can park a
You're not the
pickup.
only one.
Hey, she had his ass wide open, but you said she ain't the only one. You cold as hell for that. And we're gonna get into that later. Goddamn.
You ain't the only one.
Yeah, and this morning, I started rewatching some shit. I was trying to get into season 3, episode 3, and my wife was like, "That fucking slut, bitch. She's a fucking slut." And I'm like, "What?" And then when she broke it down, when she broke it down, I was like, "Oh yeah, she is a slut."
She slept with the man father.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that when it happens.
Well, way down the line.
We're gonna get into it when it happens. But goddamn, Shay, you had me, man. You had me going. I thought you was loyal. I thought you was like a bottom bitch, for the pimp ass Tyrion. But clearly, your ass had other goddamn plans, bitch. You know what I mean?
Somebody said it best. These hoes ain't loyal.
These hoes ain't loyal, bro. Straight up.
You're goddamn fucking right.
They made a whole song. Chris Brown,
Big Sean.
I think T-Pain did a remix, and if it's T-Pain, it's his song now. Whatever.
I think Elise was even on that song.
Who?
Elise from Detroit, right?
My girl.
She's not
gonna like that one.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was Millie Alcock. That was the younger Rhaenyra.
Okay. Yeah. There you
the
go.
The Black Queen.
Yeah, well, I want to get into
Ironically,
Varys.
she's white.
I want to get into when Varys.
Let's get into it because this is what we call a battle of wits.
Yeah.
This was a battle of wits because your man Varys. Everybody's got. I think everybody likes Varys. I don't think anybody dislikes Varys.
The eunuch.
The eunuch. I don't think anybody.
You shouldn't dislike him. The man.
Imagine if he had balls.
Yeah, the man had everybody. Well,
how does he pee?
It doesn't matter, bro.
You know what?
Is it sitting down?
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, Asinine does that.
You bring up a good point. Nobody ever talks about like how the fuck do you pee without a dick?
They didn't have catheters back then.
So what do you do? Did they I mean nobody ever said nothing.
I think it was a double dribble kind of thing.
Double dribble. Think about
it. The man was not, because I know what you implying, bull.
Is he really a man anymore?
Yeah, he is a man. He wasn't scared.
I think he was the first transgendered that we've had in the medieval times.
Monster, yo, like he was so cold. He was cold.
He wasn't scared. He wasn't
very
scared.
calculative.
Yeah, Varys was cold.
Yeah, he wasn't scared. And then in this one, he's really threatened.
Yeah. So break it down, Mac. I know you ready to break it down. Go ahead,
yeah,
bro.
So he basically shows up. He's basically in the room with Shay, holding conversation. Tyrion shows up. Tyrion, like, what's going on here? They talk. He basically makes some implied threats, like, hey, I know this little secret here. I'll reveal it if necessary. Kind of like that's what he's saying.
Tyrion was like, we all appreciate your discretion.
Yeah. Tyrion was being diplomatic about it.
Yeah.
In front of Shay. But then when they go to the door, Tyrion basically let them know, like, yeah, I don't play that.
Yeah, look at motherfucker. I ain't Ned Stark, and I ain't whoever the fuck.
He said essentially, don't underestimate me. And coming from a midget, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Hey man, we don't a little person.
Okay, come on, man. I mean, we can be so politically correct.
Yeah.
I know midget actors who have made a whole career being a midget actor, so they won't hate on the name. Always follow the
basics. Fuck me.
This man here, boy.
I swear to God, he's gonna be the reason why they're gonna be like, shut that shit down.
Eventually.
He comes.
Hey, if anybody's gonna shut it down, it'll be Elon, and I'm sure that Elon loves this shit.
Bull always pulls up to the fucking fence and looks over it. Before he jumps over, he just says, you know what, I'm gonna get a foot over and then then I'm gonna back off. Like
Yeah.
he never jumps completely
Psych.
over the fucking fence.
Yeah, he goes.
Yeah, but Tyrion just said you're not gonna play me like that, little homie.
Yeah, he let him know.
You know,
It's not
You fucking eunuch.
It was most definitely a battle of wits. It was most
Yeah,
definitely
that's what I enjoyed about it was
it was
they was having intelligent war conversation.
yeah.
It was war with words.
I think that happened a lot more often than we remember in the show. And as I'm rewatching the show, I'm like, holy shit,
Starting to see it. Yeah.
that conversation.
Can we bring up one guy here in King's Landing? I think that needs to be brought up. That's not brought up enough.
Who?
Lord Master Pycelle.
Man,
Yeah,
fuck
we was trying to get
Pycelle.
to that.
Man, fuck
We
Pycelle.
We
Man,
got
fuck
Alton.
him.
It's right. It's
Alton,
right kind of here,
Lannister.
though. I think it's very pertinent to the
Man,
story.
fuck Pycelle, Joe. Fuck him.
You
I
know,
don't like that motherfucker, yo. I really don't.
we talk about guys playing the game very well. I think he did.
Pycelle was
he
sitting.
is.
Pycelle was sitting at that fucking table. Like, matter of fact,
You're goddamn right. That's why I brought him up.
man, fuck Pycelle, Joe. Like, fuck
He's
him.
a super snake, though.
He a super fucking snake, yo.
Super snake.
Look, let's continue. We go Bull. I'm putting a pin on Pycelle because
All right,
we got to come back to Pycelle.
Well, we're gonna get to him now.
They didn't go from
they did because they
the
went
small
to
council.
Alton Lannister. He delivers Robb Stark terms.
Oh, right.
he's the middleman.
Continue. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. After that, that's when we went up north.
Yeah, and that's when the queen regent, Cersei Lannister, she rejects the offer.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah, and that's when Grandmaster Pycelle he relays the message that the Night Watch is.
Do you think that that message was accurate?
Yeah. It was accurate.
I don't think so.
The Night's Watch was requested more men.
I think some words have been changed.
They did need more manpower.
Yeah.
But I think
she said to her brother, you go one trip to the wall and now you come back believing in snarks and whatever the fuck. Yeah. I remember the word snarks.
But Tyrion's the only one to take that shit seriously, though, bro.
Yo, Tyrion, what did you
because he was on the wall.
Anybody
off the wall?
Anybody remember what Tyrion actually said?
It was like this. You see the pinky?
Anybody remember exactly what Tyrion said though? Because I don't. But he did say something to his sister, like,
I don't remember verbatim.
But I know something.
Did.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that he took the warning seriously. Everybody else was laughing. I have not seen whites. I have not seen a dragon.
Well, a lot of them had just never really been north. They always a lot of them.
Exactly. Word is the perception. Eyes are the perception of your surroundings.
People forget during this whole entire show, every warning that the Night Watch had sent to Seven Kingdoms, all of them blew it off.
All of them.
And it was true.
Even let's keep it real. And I pledged the house. I'm a House Stark guy. I pledged the House Stark. Even House Stark didn't take it.
It was. Yeah, who was
there?
I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you put your house down like that.
That's terrible.
I'm not going to.
That's a terrible thing.
Yeah, I'm not.
You should be banished from the fucking house.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you as a bannerman of.
We're going to call him Mac Bolton.
Yeah, there you go. He's a fucking Bolton. That's fucking wild.
You're a fucking Bolton.
That's fucking wild.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Man, Mac, you're not going to talk about because
you can go to the summer north.
Because
they do call that
because
somewhere in California.
Because in this season,
or Nevada,
there is no more Starks in Winterfell. In this season,
there's always you're right.
Think
in
about
this season, it is a Stark in Winterfell.
I'm saying
not necessarily.
Bran is in Winterfell.
Yeah, Bran is there, but at the same time, right? I'm saying during this season, as we discuss it, there would not be a Stark in Winterfell. There won't be, and we're going to talk about it.
And what did Ned always say? There always must be a Stark.
There always must be a Stark in Winterfell.
Must be,
but they really was because. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
Yeah,
I'm just saying every opportunity the Night Watch gave Seven Kingdoms to understand what was going on.
Right.
These people did not.
They blew it off.
They
It was
blew
almost like
Fucking blew it
9/11.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, they and we and even the well, we'll get to that later, but even the Citadel, the
Oh, I
even the
can't wait for
Citadel,
that.
The seventh,
I can't.
the God of the
Man, let me
seventh.
tell you something. I can't wait for that. When we get there, I think that's like season 5 or 6.
yeah, season, yeah,
Oh my fucking God. I was so fucking angry.
Hey,
yeah.
do you see what the 7 is doing in the House of
Bro,
Dragons?
not for nothing. They had the whole motherfucking book about the whole shit there.
Yeah,
And they was just like, fuck that book.
yeah.
Did you see how agitated Ray Martell just got? He was
Yo.
like trying to go grab his drink, but he couldn't do it. And he was just
No,
he almost
like,
had a
no.
little
It is
seizure on screen.
irritating. It is
It was
irritating.
I love the
irritating as
passion.
fuck, bro. Like,
I love it.
there was because the subsequent things that happened after that just anyway. Let's continue on season 2, episode 2. After we had our small council meeting where basically the Queen Regent fucking Cersei's fucking ass basically tells them to go fuck themselves and make sure you close the fucking halls because we need money and the peasants don't need shit. Y'all remember that? Yeah, she basically.
Yeah, but I don't like the name Queen Regent.
What the fuck you wanted to call her then?
She's probably the king right now. Look at her son. Is a puppet.
No, because right before this, she slapped him, and he was like, "That's the last time you're gonna do that shit." You remember that?
Yeah.
Said the same shit to Tyrion though.
No, he didn't.
Well, maybe I'm a little bit of a head.
Every time Tyrion slapped him, he ran off like a little.
Yeah, like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's because of the superior man complex that we have going on in the medieval times. But continue on, gentlemen.
I think that's because he understood how dangerous Tyrion was. See, that's the thing. His mother, because of her love, wouldn't do anything to him. But
You're right. There is a
he understood
a blanket
that Tyrion was not his mother, and Tyrion will go there with him. See, Tyrion, he understood Tyrion really didn't like him, even though that was his nephew.
Yeah, Tyrion could stand that motherfucker, actually.
Yeah.
You're right. There is a certain bond.
Yeah, it's a certain dynamic.
I think it came from Tyrion potentially being a bastard child.
And there
Tyrion, were rumors that the Night King.
Tyrion knows the truth too. He knows the truth about that situation. So he's not, you know what I mean? He's not.
Yeah.
He's holding it together because that's their family. It's the secret of the family.
Yeah.
But he knows the truth about that situation, and he's not. You know what I mean? He don't feel threatened by his nephew. You know what I mean? Like I think people don't understand how calculated Tyrion is. Like Tyrion is kind of.
I don't underestimate it. I don't think anybody did really in the series.
Tyrion
no. I think no, bull. I'm gonna put you on the big screen. I think people really did underestimate, only because they didn't understand. Because
unintelligent people maybe did.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because of his stature, people would think lesser of him. But throughout the series, you think that people started to understand, like, Tyrion is a motherfucker.
I mean, people talk so much, right? That's just the human species. So that hasn't changed back then. Even more so back then, because not everybody's politically correct. So to survive as an imp in that time, with the stature, even with the family backing, that's pretty impressive in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know how you could look that shit down.
To me, like
or not put it in the equation where maybe we'll fuck you, because his father, who always hated him, always talked shit about him, made him his stead in Hand of the King. So
yeah, I mean but actually
there's a reason there.
Why would you think his dad would do that though? His dad knew that he would go
because he knew Cersei was a crazy bitch,
and he knew that that Tyrion, in the absence of fucking,
he had more common sense.
Had more common sense and was strong mentally.
It wouldn't give away the whole kingdom.
Anybody that's in King's Landing.
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Jamie saw that too. I just gotta say, Jamie saw that too.
Jamie, I'm gonna be honest. Jamie wasn't really smart. Jamie was Yeah,
You're right.
He
That's
just
why he
was
leaned
a
on his
fucking-
brother so much.
Jamie to me was a dumb jock.
there
Yep.
you go.
Very good
Dumb
point.
jock.
There you go.
He's
always
Eddie Curry.
Tyrion never made a move.
What the fuck did he say?
The white Eddie Curry.
Tyrion never made a pointless move. Think about it.
No.
Never. Throughout
Tyrion
the entire show,
consistently played chess.
Never
I don't know.
made
He
a
did
point
fuck
with-
Raw a lot
Oh, god damn it.
with a lot of hookers.
I don't gotta see what they got to do with
They
this.
don't have penicillin back then.
I mean,
So,
it's not-
I don't know.
I mean, he but he did fall for one. He fell for this one.
Mhm.
So did a lot of men, Ray.
Oh my god.
I mean, wouldn't you a little bit? I don't know.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
No,
Nothing about her.
that's
impressed me.
racist.
No, it's not racist.
I'm just joking.
I'm
No.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
I
a city
completely agree.
man, and she has none. So
Yeah, that is very
And-
flat chested.
that's
And that King's Landing, we can skip over it, really, but Peter Baelish threatens that hooker.
oh no, fuck that. That whole scene pissed me off. I was like, why am I watching this? I don't care about any of this.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
care about any of this. Like, I really, matter of fact, Mac, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I fast forward through that shit.
But you know the
knowing that it means
relationship
something.
between Tyrion and Cersei, it's like it's big sister little brother kind of shit,
No,
and you can kind of see that go through.
Tyrion can walk circles around her.
He walks around a number of motherfuckers. Tyrion,
And, and here's the thing about Cersei. She's conniving, right? She's a very good schemer, but she's not really that intelligent.
hey, Justin's not gonna.
Do you
like
say
that.
she has too many blonde moments?
It's not
Justin-
blonde moments. It's just
Justin-
she thinks. I think Tyrion even said this at one point. You think you're smarter than you are.
Justin's
Yes.
not gonna like that. Matter of fact, I'm about to text Justin right now.
Yeah.
I'm about to text. Matter of fact, I'm gonna text Justin.
But we do have one important part to talk about at King's Landing. And guess who it includes? It includes Tyrion again when he talks to Janos or Janos.
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 Total jagoff name, but you
Yeah.
got to pronounce it right.
When he questioned him about being the commander of the City Watch.
Oh, that was cold though. I enjoyed that. Enjoyed that fucking scene.
Yeah.
No,
When
I
they
enjoyed that scene.
Killing them babies.
Yeah, he's like, you're a fucking big guy, such a big man, huh? Killing babies, huh? You want to kill babies? Yeah, he was like legit giving him that fucking like he was giving him the business mentally, and Buddy couldn't keep up. He thought he was sitting there, was like, yeah, I'm at the table with the hand of the fucking king, and and Tyrion was like, yeah, you're a lord, you got lands, that fucking whatever the fuck.
He was making the whole time though.
Yeah, he was fucking with him, yo.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was cold as shit.
And he thought because his sister, he thought because the Queen Regent had gave him that position,
right?
That he was solidified. And Tyrion,
you ain't been stamped, bro.
You ain't been stamped. Yeah,
you ain't been stamped.
And Tyrion told him again, like, hey, move again, my man gonna kill you. So what you want to do?
Yeah, he was like, that's my boy right there. His name Bronn.
Yeah,
you feel me? And basically, he does anything I need to done. Bronn will take care of that shit.
They gonna take care,
including you, bitch. Like basically, that's what basically what he was telling him.
And he told him, "You going to the Night Watch? That's it. I can't trust you. You're not trustworthy."
Yeah, take that cloak off. Take off your helm. Take off all that bullshit. You're going to the fucking Night Watch, or you gonna see my boy Bronn.
Yeah,
you feel me? Like that's basically what he told him. I remember that shit. That shit was cold, G.
It was basically get down or lay down.
Get down or lay down.
Yeah.
Yeah. He told that motherfucker, you killing babies, you bitch. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck kills babies?
Who does that?
You're the one. You're the one. You
future kings.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying the ones that carry out the orders. You know what I mean? We know what.
Oh yeah.
We discussed what the order. Well, no, did we? Is that
the mountain? You got to look at the Hound.
No, that's in this episode, ain't it? Where we discussed.
I'm talking about historically.
The Hound ain't kill no babies.
I believe so. Yes, him and his brother, the Mountain.
No, hold on, real quick. Point of order. This episode is when we find out who actually gave the order, right? Is it this one or was it the last one?
He told him who gave the order in this when they was
No,
talking. No,
that's when you
when he
you
was
talk
talking,
to the man from Dorne.
when he was talking to Hanos. No, you talking about?
No, I'm saying when Tyrion confronted Cersei, is that this one or the next one?
No, remember he said no doubt on my sister's orders. Remember he told dude that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Talking to him now. He told him no doubt on my sister.
Right. But he was still misinformed because he thought that Cersei gave the order, but it wasn't Cersei. So
Yeah.
let's move on.
Yeah, Dragonstone.
What you know about Dragonstone?
Let's go here. Let's go here.
Oh yes, thank you.
Go here.
Okay.
General Cruster.
He said General Cruster. We're at Craster's Keep.
Heck yeah.
We're at Craster's Creek, people. And we see our boy Jon Snow at Craster's Creep.
Always represented Jon Snow.
Yeah, so shout out to Jon Snow. Jon had a really hard time.
Samuel Kelly, he was in this too.
Yeah, Jon had a really hard time at Craster's Creek. Fuck, I can't even say why the fuck am I keep
because he couldn't follow orders.
Not and I told you
today, Junior.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, bull. And I was telling my wife this earlier. This was the hardest thing about this dynamic between the Lord Commander Mormont and Jon Snow. Mormont is a noble house, right? I don't believe the Lord Commander was sent to the wall as a demotion or a whatever. I believe that he was sent to the wall as a status symbol. You know, I don't think they ever discussed it.
I completely agree.
Yeah, I think that they said, you know, we need somebody strong on the wall as the Lord Commander.
And that's a house oath that you take.
Right.
Great house name, great man.
Right.
Put him in the role.
You put him in the role, right? Okay,
then let him die.
That's number one. Now, not too often at the wall do you receive noble raised children at the wall. Usually it's rapists, thieves, murderers, thieves, fucking any kind of criminal ends up at the wall.
Mm-hmm. Did you say curmudgeon?
No, I didn't say curmudgeon, but more often than not, it's not noble raised children when that come to the wall. Now, and I bring this up because this is important when it comes to Jon Snow going to Craster's Keep, along with Samuel Tully going to Craster's Keep.
He's a noble kid too.
You have two children that were raised in noble families that are being known in the realm. Mm-hmm. The Tullys are known in the realm. The Starks are most definitely known in the realm. And now they're at the wall. And
wait, Tullys? No, you mean Mormonts?
No, Tully's is known.
Samuel Tully.
Yeah, Samuel. He's known.
Tully. No, but Tully's not. Okay, go ahead. We'll get into semantics later.
Hold on, wait. What's Samuel's name?
Tarly.
Tully is fucking.
Tully is the Riverlands.
Yeah, Tarly.
Cunlin Stark's family is the Tullys.
Cunlin, yes.
Yeah. Tarly. Thank you for correcting.
Samuel Tarly.
The Tarly.
Like I'm gonna Tarly your driveway.
Yeah. Okay. The Tarleys are a noble home.
Yeah, no.
Noble house. Now, thank you for correcting me, bull. But the Tarleys are a noble house. So
we'll be on it, man.
Well, here's what I'm trying to say. Is that at Craster's Keep, Lord Commander Mormont, Jon Snow, who was raised by he was a Stark, right? And then you had Samuel Tarly, who was a Tarly. They were raised to be noble. Mm-hmm. They had a different set of values. You understand what I'm saying? So looking around this camp or this keep and seeing what was happening, it's not sitting well with them. And I think that was the reason why the scenes had crashed.
What did they see that was so unsettling? We've spoken to this last episode.
You tell me.
Oh, it was
Bro, pick on.
all of
I
Cruster's
talk a lot.
daughters.
Go
No,
ahead.
hold on. It was all of Oh, cheers to you, my man, Ray
Well,
Martell.
Well, first of all, Tarly sounds
No,
like.
no, no, no. I'm gonna shut you down, Mac.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna
No,
shut
no,
you
go
down.
ahead, boy. You're up. You're up.
Well, you
Go
gotta
ahead.
go, man. You like taking 30 years to break it down.
I was cheersing the man, and we're live.
Okay.
So suck my Scott Disick.
No.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
It always gets back to that, don't it? Man? It always gets back.
Eddie
to
Murphy.
that. Yeah.
If anybody's not aware, but what they opened up with is when they went to go visit Craster's Keep. Is when where are all the sons? I see all his daughters.
Oh my God!
You remember that? Do you remember that, King Mac?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I remember, man. But I'm
Continue.
just saying,
That's what I was alluding to. That was the weird thing. God damn.
Hey, but continue, bull.
You would think I played third base for the White Sox right now. God damn. No, Mac, where were you gonna go? I'm playing third base.
Hey, man,
yeah.
no, go continue. I'm listening.
You're my Kenny Williams.
It's just your Eddie Murphy took me out.
That shit took me out too. That shit was, and this shit is not even on point. Is it?
It's amazing. Oh my God. You know how much that's gotten me laid? It's amazing.
No way that's gotten you laid. There's no fucking
Oh my God,
way.
so many times.
There's
Oh,
no
man.
way that you're Eddie Murphy.
My girl wants to party all the
There's
time.
no fucking way.
Party all the time.
I don't even understand how
Oh hell no!
that
Really?
impression could actually get over with a woman. I don't get it. It's not over. That's terrible. That is fucking terrible.
Oh,
It's
whatever,
like,
man.
It's like you're having a brain aneurysm or something. Like it's not even a.
Okay, look.
It's not even. It's not even good. Like
The problem
anyway.
is Tarly in love. That's what's going
Tarly
on.
didn't fell in love because we met Gilly. I don't.
Yeah,
what happened to Gilly? Hold on.
Tarly in love, and Jon Snow.
Little
Jon
Jilly
Snow is with his he's in his trying to be like his father. He's trying to be honorable.
My bad. I had Craster's Keep as a banner, but go ahead. I'm
Yeah, he trying to be honorable or whatever, Jon Snow. So that's why it's bothering. That's why it's bothering both of them. And then, of course, they naturally wondering where all the male babies going too.
Yeah, like it's all girls here. Where the fucking? It's a bunch of girls here. Like where are all the men at?
Yeah. So
is there an echo? I just said that like 5 minutes ago.
No. We're just trying to reemphasize what you said.
Yeah, we re-emphasizing but
you know what I'm going to say about re-emphasizing.
The problem with John is he don't know how to take orders.
Well,
I think what you was getting to was the fact he come from a noble home, so
yeah,
and he was raised in a certain manner, so he's not used to taking orders.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say he's not used to taking orders. It's just that
he's not used to taking orders. He's been a bastard.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's not used to taking orders, Mac. I think that I think the dynamic would be that he's not used to not living a noble life, overlooking things that he would deem basically he would deem it as wrong.
Yeah, you're essentially, if you want to put into a scenario, white privileged rich.
But what I'm saying is that
was Tarly. That was Tarly.
But it's only one person that treated Jon Snow wrong. That was Catelyn Stark. Everybody else treated him like he was
at home.
But Mac, what I'm trying to get at is that I think that Jon, in his mind, he's been asked to overlook wrongdoings, and he's never been able to overlook wrongdoings because of who his dad was.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So now you're telling this man to look in this keep and see all these girls and think about where the men child are, and then say, "Oh, I don't care." He can't do it. In here. He's like, it's a conflict
because his father wouldn't be able to do it.
His dad wouldn't be able to do it. It's a conflict.
I have a question. To ask.
You know what's funny is Robb Stark is technically pure blood because he's of Cullen Stark of
This is going into my question, but continue.
Lord Eddard Stark.
Yeah.
But if you really think about it, really think about it, Jon Snow was actually more close to his father ilk than Robb Stark was.
Close because he was hidden. Ooh, that's deep. I like it.
Like he had basically
Think about it.
his father. He had most of his father's
Ray sees it.
characteristics, man.
No. He really embraced the fact that Lord Eddard Stark was his father. And
so, do you believe that superficial households will make you the man that you're supposed to be? Because that really wasn't his father.
No, we know that. We know
But
that.
he didn't know that though.
No, but he didn't know that. But the way you're raised does play an integral part.
Oh, it definitely does. And who you become and who you are.
Because I mean, you have developmental stages in life. Every person has developmental stages in life. And the influences during those developmental stages molds you to the person you're going to be. And John,
but I'm still developing, so I don't know.
I hope you're not.
It's like how
I still am.
You're not.
Let's say you
it's an evolution process.
You can raise your children with certain moral standings, certain codes.
Yeah.
As they get older, they can stray away from it. But this one thing I've learned is at some point they always find a way to get back, or a lot of times always a way they come back to that moral code.
Well, let's not try to grab these the words from another fucking publication. Basically, so basically, what I'm trying to say is that.
What are you saying that Mac is reading out of Wedding Digest?
No, it's not the Wedding Digest. He's not using the words, but I know exactly what he's coming from.
Look, he looks upset right now.
No,
are you okay with me, Mac?
He's not. Mac understands. Mac knows me. He knows me well. But here's the thing.
He's staring at the camera.
The thing about it is that when you raise a child, what you put in will eventually come out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever you pour into him, that's
you're right. You're right. But then, Jeffrey Dahmer was raised by a pretty legitimate person.
Oh, man, no, his father. Man, I'm not even gonna get into that, really. But
yeah, that's a different story for another day.
I don't know anything about that.
That could have very well happened in the medieval days, but we just never heard about it.
No, like you was finna use the Jeffrey Dahmer situation. First of all, this man is a schizo.
He is. Yeah, you're talking about the father, right?
Him, himself.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Dahmer himself.
I don't know anything about none of this.
I'm talking about him himself.
I don't know anything.
And you want to talk about white privilege?
And his mother was a mentally ill, unstable,
and pill popping.
So he came from an unstable household in general. So you can't say he was raised in a quote unquote normal household because he wasn't.
I feel the same way about Justin.
He grew up around chaos. What chaos breeds? Chaos. Chaos breeds more chaos. You know what I mean? It's like so I use like growing up in the projects as an example, right?
You grew up in the projects, man?
Look, man, I'm not finna get into all that. I'm just finna use growing up. I'm gonna use growing up in the projects as an example. When you grow up in an unstable setting and there's a lot of chaos around you, guess what seems normal?
Yourself. You have to stabilize yourself.
Chaos seems normal. So that's normal.
Absolutely. Yeah, chaos seems normal. Absolutely.
So when you act in a chaotic manner or a destructive manner, you know why you act that way? Because that was your environment.
Okay. Not to go Leo Getz on you and saying okay 3 times, but I got to say one thing. Okay. If you were in the projects and you saw some baby mama from the projects going and put her baby out in the woods whenever it was a male, what would you think? Because Jon Snow saw that shit and he held it back.
You do know, not often. I mean, it wasn't a normal occurrence, but
Yeah, but at the end of this episode, we saw
I'm just
that, and we
saying, I
saw
know
that
how
in
you
his
trying to
appearance.
use it, but I'm telling you, sometimes in the projects in the hood, babies would be found in the trash can.
Yeah, you're right.
And do you know why that was? It wasn't because of what how the Game of Thrones had it set up. It's because
That was sacrifice.
it's
That was
because
sacrifice.
the mother felt like at that time she couldn't take care of that baby.
Right. Absolutely.
Do you feel that Cruster couldn't take care of that baby
Why do you
because
keep
the
calling
North,
Cruster?
the Night King?
I like Cruster.
No, I think
Krusty the Clown.
I think he had a deal. He had a deal with them to
That was the deal. You
My
live
wife,
a good
my
life.
wife asked, "How the fuck did they make this deal?"
I would like to know that too.
She asked me that this morning, and I was like, "I don't fucking."
It was
know. I never
pure
know.
fear. That's what it was.
But
Pure
how did
fear.
no? Wait, think
No,
about
what
it.
he's saying is how were they able to talk to the Night King when
How
all
was
he
the
was doing-
communication between
Yeah,
Craster and the Night King,
yeah.
and saying, "You give me these newborns, I'll leave you the fuck alone."
I haven't read the books enough to understand that relation, but there's a very good relation to try to understand.
Yeah,
I would almost think
I'm a
that
dig
it's
into
almost
Matter of fact, let me
speakless,
write this down. I'm gonna write
beyond languages.
because I
meaning
want to come back to it. I want to come
Because
back.
you know the funny thing is, I think those babies were eventually the like his lieutenants or whatever you want to call them.
Yes, because he always
Oh,
brought
the
his
strongest one?
battle
The strongest
deaths
one?
as the whites.
Yeah, it was
You're
his.
right.
I think they was his. The lieutenants was
They were called whites.
the male
right?
babies.
Whites.
Yeah, well, they had the whites. There you go. Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I got a little bit distracted because my grandson is here. He looking at me. Hey, grandson.
Oh, Dracarys.
Hey, grandson.
Yeah, the male.
means throw up on the shoulder.
The males turn into the whites, though.
Come here, man.
Yeah.
Come,
YouTube the view.
No.
They don't trust Ray. They like, you need to scoot in, Ray. You need to scoot in.
You on YouTube?
What up, bro?
You on YouTube, man? Hey, grandson. Everybody,
Welcome.
this is Jameer.
All right, Jameer.
What up, Jameer?
Future GOT fan.
You got a great grandfather right there.
Yeah. Here, come get him. Come.
He's like, come get me.
Yeah, there you go.
I would love to know how they. I would love to know how they work that deal too, though.
Yeah, and it's right when we're talking about babies.
Yeah.
My grandson pops
Well,
up.
that's what
Yeah.
makes the Game of
Babies.
Thrones keep going.
Yeah, right.
Is babies.
But yeah, that shit. I'm interested in that. I'm a figure it out and find out.
He did it out of survival.
He had to. He's in the north, and that was the other thing during that small council meeting. Is like the wildlings are always going to be what they are. The wildlings. They're uncivilized. They're whatever. And that was fucking Littlefinger trying to downplay the fucking letter they got from Castle Black. You know what I mean? They had got that Raven letter, and Littlefinger was like, "Yeah, whatever, motherfucker." You know what I mean?
I'm starting to think though, Littlefinger was kind of slow.
I don't know about slow, but
he
let's go.
didn't even believe in dragons.
I would say weak, not slow.
Hey, y'all remember this shit right here though?
Theon meeting his fuck joy.
Yeah, he was trying to screw his sister. Yeah.
Theon. Well, this is after this picture right here is after he started wearing the Ironborn armor again. But Theon pops back up at the fucking at the Iron Islands, right? During this episode.
I couldn't stand Theon at this point.
But you know what? I noticed something. I noticed something. But I'll get to what I felt about Theon.
I couldn't stand him.
And I want you guys to hear me when I tell you about Theon. But Bull, what happened when Theon got to the Iron Islands?
Well, he met with his father.
Well, before that, when he was on the docks.
What happened on the docks?
Yeah, remember he was like, I need to get to the fucking pike. I need to get to the pike. And the motherfuckers that worked on the docks was like, fuck are you? Nobody gives a fuck.
Well, because he was banished over to the Starks since birth, essentially, to be their cupbearer. So nobody knew much of Theon. Obviously, he didn't know much of his sister either. But that's a story for a different day. What essentially happened? No. What essentially happens is he meets his father. They go into kind of a relic kind of talk about taking over fucking Westeros again. Always trying to be ruling shit, and this is the reason why Aegon had so much problem with the Ironborn, is because of this problem with them being too proud, not kneeling, but also that their fort is almost impregnable. Like you can't.
I remember I selected that one. Yeah.
No, you picked the twins.
No, I picked the Iron Islands.
Oh, you did?
Yes, sir.
That sounds like an interesting draft pick.
Yeah, I picked the Iron Islands, and if
they have no, you did pick the Iron Islands. They have no.
Actually, I want to take it back to the film because I don't believe it.
Because they pirates, they don't have any loyalty to anybody.
You never know me to be a liar, bull.
No, I remember you brought up the twins.
No, he picked the Iron Islands.
Talked about the twins because it was something completely different. I said I was going to pick the twins,
but it was the twins with the bridge in between.
But I picked the Iron Islands.
I believe that.
Yeah, he picked the Iron Islands.
Oh, okay. I believe you. Yeah.
But anyway, Yara, and Theon realized, he was like, Father, I was going to lead the army or whatever. And he was like, no, you're not, because Yara's going to be the fucking one. And then they get into a battle of fucking back and forth or so on and so forth. And Theon can't understand. It's like, she's a fucking woman. But little did he know that Lord Greyjoy has raised his daughter to be a fucking warrior.
Yeah.
He said that she's led women. She's led women. She's led men to battle. She's killed men, basically. You know. So, we also had in this episode, just to touch on it a little bit. Y'all remember?
Yeah.
It was kind of insignificant, but Dany wasn't doing too well. She was down and out. She was leading her Khalasar through the desert.
They was dying,
starving. They were sending riders east, west, north. You know what I mean?
One came back with his head cut off.
Right. One horse came back with no rider.
Yeah.
You know, and we was trying to figure out what was happening with Dany, and they didn't really give us too much in this episode.
No, they didn't give us no information at all.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they not about this situation.
Oh, they gave a big amount of information.
What are you talking about, boy?
Literally, the name of the episode is the Nightlands.
Okay.
That's where they're heading. So yeah, they're gonna be a little famished in between. Has anybody ever played fucking Oregon Trail?
Yeah, of course.
All right. So it's kind of like Oregon Trail, you know. We are in the medieval times.
On the computer?
Yeah. Back in the day when we was in high school and shit, bro.
Or, yeah, I remember Oregon Trail.
Junior high school.
The Nightlands. That's where they're heading.
I called dysentery like 17 times.
Very true.
Load up on wheels and all that.
Yeah.
That
was
the very first role-playing game ever. But anyway, continue.
But yeah, that's where they're heading, is the Nightlands. So you have to understand, going to the Nightlands is not easy. That's all. They look drained. They're traveling. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just, me personally, I didn't really grab too much out of that episode. That was significant.
I'm gonna be honest.
You just had to look where they're traveling.
That's probably one of the weakest episodes she was involved.
I don't know, because we had this. We had this happen in this episode.
The Red Woman.
The Red Woman. Melisandre.
the old woman.
Hey, Bull, you remember what happened with Melisandre in this episode, bro?
Was that when she was taking a bath?
No. This episode was when she seduced Stannis Baratheon.
Oh, and created the black baby, the
Yeah,
ghost baby.
yeah.
This man
They didn't
said-
really, they didn't show it in this episode.
Yeah, you're right. That's what we're leading
but
into.
they had
You're
a
right.
discussion about it and how it was going to be important for Stannis.
Can we draft Melisandre?
She's a character on the show. I don't see why not.
We need to go into definitions of what we can draft and what we can't.
I don't see why not. I mean, if it's a character on the show, they're free game, right?
Define the character in the show, like House of Dragons. We can't do that.
No.
Can't
We're
say
doing
a
it.
black baby.
Well, he didn't mean it like that. He
I know,
meant,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Oh my God, man! Jesus
He's
Christ!
not Madonna, you know. So, but anyway, that one came from somewhere around.
You saw me at the fence, Mac.
Yeah. Fuck, what was I finna say? God damn it, boy, you fucked me up.
Melisandre
Oh yeah, Melisandre.
just got impregnated.
Right, but she had sex with Stannis in order to she was
Are you
basically
sure?
telling him you have to vanquish your opposition, all of them. You know what I mean? And basically, you know, you got to kill your own brother. And I got a means to do it through my pussy. You know what I mean? Like, you got to
Yeah.
fuck me.
Mortal Kombat.
Right? That shit was wild, yo. Like, I forget the actual words, but essentially, you got to fuck me. You got to put a baby in me in order for this shit to work. And he did it. You know? He did it. And, you know, the next episode, we kind of see what happens, so on and so forth, when we get into episode 3. But I think that was the end of the episode, if I'm correct. I think I'm right. The end of the episode ended with them making what Bull called the we're gonna call it the shadow child, you know. And we haven't seen it yet. We don't even know what the whole concept of the whole you dig is, but that's what it was. You know what I mean?
You know what we do see
What's that, bro?
going into episode 3?
What's that?
We get to see a direwolf, and then almost Robb Stark channeling into the direwolf.
With who? With Grey Wind?
His boy.
With Grey Wind?
Yeah.
What happened with Grey
Look
Wind?
up the opening scene. Oh, I just gotta say, look up the opening scene going in.
You're talking about with Bran.
You talking about the
No, I'm talking about Robb motherfucking Stark.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Bull.
Do you think that the Green Seer, all this shit, stop with Bran?
Episode 3.
You talking about episode 3 opening scene?
Episode 3.
I don't know what you're talking about, Bull.
You got it on right behind me. I'm watching it.
I see you, but I don't even know what that is. I'm confused. I had
Stop
to
looking at my TV.
I had to look at it again. But just so everybody know, I think that was the end of the episode, season 2, episode 2. We might have missed some stuff, but at the same time, man, we be going and we be trying.
I think we got it. We got a good amount, man. We're getting that meat pie.
We be trying to think about, figure everything out. But Max said it. He think this might have been the weakest episode of the season, and I'm not gonna argue with you the whole time. I'm not.
Right.
I'm not gonna argue with you, man. I'm really.
It was all right. Nothing special.
I mean, it was a good episode as far as like dialogue and whatever. Absolutely zero action. Nothing truly happened in this episode as far as like, oh shit. Other than the fact that we did see Jon Snow get his ass knocked out because he was nosy. Jon ended up seeing Craster taking one of the children to the fucking thing and they knocked him out. So,
Yeah, I think that's a metaphor for a lot of things.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm a write down metaphor for a lot of things, and we're gonna talk about that when we get back here next week.
Well, wait. Why was because of that?
Why was because of that? Yeah, that's definitely going to be that right there is definitely going to be a fucking a name of an episode.
I don't understand.
So why was because of that? But anyway, next week we are going to do a draft. We're going to draft our ultimate fantasy Game of Thrones fucking, you want to call it a lineup, call it that. You want to call it a team, call it that. You want to call it uh uh your battalion or whatever. You know, I'm a military guy, battalion. That's going to be able
I think that's a battalion is very good.
Yeah, so defeat whoever. And we're going to do that next week. We're not going to have time to dive into season 2 episode 3 next week because we're going to focus on this draft. We're going to talk shit about the people who drafting. We're going to freaking we're going to just have a good time next week discussing something different. And then we're going to keep it pushing throughout the rest of the season after that, or we may come up with more whatever. But you guys ready for the draft next week?
Yeah, I'm excited. I hope I get the number 1 pick. So
We're gonna figure out how we're gonna do the number 1 pick. We're gonna figure it out.
So I can take the dragon off the board immediately.
I mean, but you may pick a dragon, but there are multiple dragons to choose from. So
that's true.
There are, but that's also what we need to talk about: is what's in play and what's out of play.
If it's in Game of Thrones canon, I think it should be open.
Like Game of Thrones canon, the end of the series.
No, the show, not the books, the show.
I agree. If it's in the show, it can be dragged.
If it's in either show, if it's in House of the Dragon or
Game of Thrones, it'll be fun. We'll go with
yeah. I think
everything should be open.
Like a Game of Thrones fantasy draft or something.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I think
you can draft Drogon, or you could draft fucking who does Aegon ride? Aemon Butter.
I'm messing with Drogon.
No, he rides
Vagar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm rolling with Drogon because he the last dragon standing, and he's a bad. Shut your mouth.
Well, we're bringing back motherfuckers from the dead, Mac.
Don't worry about it though. I'm still going with it. We're
gonna create a new graveyard.
Don't worry about it. I got my army too. Believe it or not.
We already don't give Mac the first pick. He's gonna draft Drogon.
We're gonna figure it out.
You know who I draft? Caraxes.
I figured because Justin the last thing that'll be picked is
matter of fact, that'll be good. If you get the pick before Justin and you pick Caraxes, I'm gonna fucking love that episode.
But I want to make this virtual. I would like to get some other heads in this motherfucker too. A four-headed draft, a four-headed dragon. There's a lot of heavy breathing, a lot of heavy fire breath.
Are you saying bring more people in to the lair?
I think so.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the dragon; it's about strongholds too. It's about warriors.
I don't have a problem with that.
Don't worry about it. I got warrior. I got a warrior I can pick. I got an army. My warrior.
You gonna pay for that army, or
my warrior is gonna be different than what most people think. I'm gonna leave it a surprise.
You gonna buy the gold cloaks?
Nah. I already know who my army is, believe it or not.
I think between then and there, we need to come up with what's on the board and what's off the board.
I'll probably pick my stronghold last because
we'll come up with that. We'll come up with that over the next week. But people, all the viewers and everybody that supports us, be tuned in next week, 6:00 Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Whatever time it is on the West Coast, nobody keeps up with that bullshit. Just be tuned in for the draft of the Game of Thrones draft, in the vein of us finally seeing who's going to be the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. I love it, Chicago Bears. So this is the South Side of the Wall, presented to you by Ray's Juke Joint and Bad Guy Radio. and we up out of here.
And Live Bull Nation.
Is that what is that? Live Bull Nation.
That's new to the game. My listeners, my followers.
Well, then plug it, Bull, because I didn't know it.
Live Bull Nation.
Live Bull Nation. LBN. Okay. Hey,
look at Ray making t-shirts already.
Hey man, you know, that's what I do. But LBN. So shout out to Live Bull Nation. You know, shout out to Bad Guy Radio. Make sure y'all support. There should be podcasts coming out.
Rest in peace, Fred Hampton.
Real soon. And you know, keep on supporting the juke joint and all the things that we're doing over here in the juke joint. You know, shout out to Eric. All right, y'all. And that's it. We up out of here.